Hello, 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 everybody. Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, back at you again with another Genshin Impact livestream. And today, I've determined that because we actually came pretty close to the necessary amount of Mora to do what we need to do, I think we're going to actually spend today farming purely the EXP books, because we need about 600 of these. So we're quite a ways off from leveling up Kazuha and Fischl. We can level up Kazuha, but not yet Fischl. So let's go ahead and just jump straight into that. Let's teleport to one of the statues just to heal up real quick. Might this guy have in the background? Beautiful. Heal up with a certain quickness. Now let's see, where are the EXP ones? Okay, so luckily there's still the double event going on, so it's not gonna be that bad. Hopefully we're gonna... I don't know exactly how many we're gonna get, but I do hope it's near enough. Yeah, super excited about Kazuha. It's the 10th now, so I don't know exactly when he comes out. I suppose we can guesstimate based off what this says. So 1 day and 24 hours. So probably on the end of the 12th going into the 13th, something like this. Something like that. I can't tell exactly for sure. Okay, let that hit. It's a wrap. So we only got 8 there. That's not really that great. I gotta tell you, I only just started speaking and my throat's already kind of killing me. I haven't spoken almost at all this whole day. I wonder why that is. And maybe I actually am sick. I don't feel sick otherwise, besides just this pain in my throat, but boy is this pain in my throat a rough one though. Okay. It's always nice when we can get like Whopper Flowers or Abyss Mages out of these. Okay, let's run up over here. And we're just going to try to... We need to collect as much EXP books as possible, like I already mentioned. We need to make sure that we're fully prepared for... because I do want to level up Fischl after Kazuha. I've always really liked Fischl. She's just like strong, easy applicator of electro damage. And making Kazuha opens up the possibility for me to run some type of taser variation. But also, in most cases, Fischl is a main component to any taser comp. Let's see, where's the next one? So it's imperative, I think, that I level up Fischl, and then I suppose if I'm going for a taser comp, that would require me more or less to bring up Beto as well. But I'll have to see. For Beto, I don't know if I have too many options, but I think if I was to use Beto, I would like to use Favonius. Yeah. Or then just like see what I can get out of it. I think this is like my best case scenario. It's pretty easy to run Favonius on an Emblem of Severed Fate character because I could just run this energy recharge ends up becoming weaponized anyways. It gets basically converted to an offensive stat, so it's like really reliable and makes her good for energy funneling for any of my other characters. Actually, I'm really excited about that idea, so I think I will prioritize making Beto after Fischl as well. Billowing Surge. See, Kokomi doesn't do that much damage. At least my Kokomi. Again, I'm not saying Kokomi in general does no damage, but mine certainly does no damage. But even still, it's still kind of okay amounts of damage. Okay, let's see where we're at so far. So we're at 511. It's a good start. Of course, we do still have 80 more resin to spend. So ultimately, we'll see what we get to after that. Taking Beto from 1 to 90 is probably, or from 20 to 90 is probably gonna be a bit expensive though. This is where it's really getting rough for me as a spender player. And I do spend a bit, but only a bit, you know, like in comparison. It's really not that much in my opinion. It's like, you know, come on now. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if I do Mora or EXP books because I will end up needing both of them. Especially if I'm going to be pursuing Beto. Especially if I'm going to be pursuing Beto as well. But that would be fun. Isn't that basically the taser comp? Because it's like Xingqiu, Fischl, Beto, and like Sucrose or Kazuha, perhaps? Does Kazuha fit in that team, do you reckon? I think he might, but it's hard to say. I don't have any like metric to test it. So I have no idea if it's good or not. Excuse me with my voice, I'm really concerned about why I'm so strained vocally. I'm trying to speak in a slightly different way as to not put any pressure on my voice. I'm hoping that that ends up being a correct decision. I hope my vocal quality does not sound too diminished because of this. But I need to speak in kind of a softer way with less stress. Oops, I need to answer the door real quick. Okay, I'm back. Terribly sorry about that interruption. I ended up using the interruption for a bit more than what I announced initially anyway, so I got some water and stuff. I thought normally I get water beforehand, but I actually kind of forgot today. Which is not like me. I love water. Especially with the way my throat's been hurting, I definitely needed to consider some more water. Yeah. Not bad. Not as pretty as I'd like it, but that's okay. Everything will get better once I get Kazuha. Everything will get better. Kazuha is my champion. I've been wanting Kazuha for ever since his initial release. I didn't even get a chance to roll on him because I was taking a break. I didn't even see who he was until after his banner had already left. It was such a shame. I would have loved to have him. But after all this time of being punished for not having him, I'm finally going to get to have him. And this is the last ley line we can probably do today. Let's look at the damage. So we're actually almost to 600, which is pretty good. That way we'll be able to level up Official and Kazuha, and then eventually after that I could start looking into working on Official. I'm sorry, Beto. And then it'll probably be all good from that. Official's a lucky one because since all of her damage comes from her E, she doesn't have to worry about having Emblem of Severed Fate. Which, even though Emblem of Severed Fate's a good dungeon to farm because it's good on so many supports, it means she could be blessed by just having 2-piece Shimenawa. And I think her subsets are pretty okay. She has a solid ratio for the stringless bow, which I think is all that really matters, in my opinion. Okay, let's look into doing the commissions before we continue on with the day. We do want to collect as many Primo Gems as possible so that we'll be able to pull as much as possible for Kazuha's re-release. Optimally, I'd like to not spend too much money. But I think I do want C2 Kazuha. Even though I can already 36-star the Spiral Abyss, so in theory I wouldn't need Kazuha past C0. I don't care. I still want him at C2. That was a bit odd that because they were not pulling in. I'm fairly certain that they were within range. But whatever. Things happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to this. I think this is the Eye of the Storm one, huh? It looks like it's Eye of the Storm. I'm too lazy to even switch out to have different characters, so this team just works. It doesn't kill them too fast, but it's fast enough. See, fast enough. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next commission. I know there's one in Mondstadt. Oh, have I already done all the other commissions? Interesting, I thought that I only done 2 of them. I guess that short intermission affected my memory more than I remember. Have a drink of water. Rest my throat. Another one with Nimrod. How many times am I gonna get this commission? There's almost a point that I feel like I want to just turn random commissions back on. Because it feels as though doing Mondstadt commissions only is starting to get a bit boring to me. Only to me. Or repetitive, rather. I don't particularly like doing the Nimrod quests, but you know what I mean. Go back to Sister Victoria and show her his drinking tab. Is that every commission complete? Sure looks like it. Thank you. I can't believe how much my throat hurts. It's insane. I feel fine up until I start streaming. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like a sign. Maybe I should stop streaming, but I don't like that, and I want to keep streaming. I will refrain from that decision. I'll politely decline any warnings. Nothing's going to stop me from streaming. This is just how it goes. Let's see, this is almost over as well. This one ends today. I'm assuming if there's a new battle pass, it'll either start immediately afterwards or it'll start when the new patch comes out with Kazuha. Which, like it shows here, is in just a couple days now. It's just a couple days. We'll finally be able to roll for Kazuha. Who's excited, huh? I know I am. Like I've shown you before. It needs about 419 of these and about 7.7 million more. Plus, when it comes to his jewels, I have all the necessary amounts that he needs to go to the next from 1 to 90. I have 114 at least, which is, I think it's 114 that he needs to get to Triple Crown, which is where I'm taking him, rightfully so. And I do have his... I think I have his gear on catching. So she's got rocking the Iron Sting, which is, of course, what I intend to use on him. I was initially kind of holding out to see what weapon he would get from the 2.8 event, but as it turns out, the weapon that they ended up revealing for 2.8, the sword, is not going to be that good on Kazuha. So we're gonna return to Iron Sting. And then we have a pretty decent string of artifacts here, each with like a high focus on having elemental mastery and energy recharge. This apparently was the best one that I have. That was EM main stat with energy recharge, so that's why that's what that is. But these other ones got fairly lucky. As a result, he'll end up having around 170% energy recharge, which is fairly good considering that I'm planning to get it to at least C1. With that in mind, he's fully prepared and ready to go. All we need to do is actually obtain him now. Okay, so let's continue doing some of the world quests that we were doing. Like the one that we have listed in the chasm. Let's teleport here just for clarity's sake, because I know that this is where the rock person is. I'm pretty sure I have no more rocks to turn in, because I turned them in last time. But from here... place these mining beacons. Place them should not be that big of a deal. Ideally. I've got to put a new item in this guy. Yeah? Ouch. What the hell? Who the hell? What quest am I doing? What is this about? Katarina Snezhevna. Freaking out over some fungi. What was that all about? What quest is this, though? I wasn't expecting to do this quest. Couple rocks here. Speak to Katarina. Firewater, isn't that not meant to be like alcohol? She's an odd one. I mean, I do believe that this was what we already concluded long ago, right? Was that ever since there was a lot of theorizing about why Signora wanted Venti's Gnosis and Zhongli's Gnosis, and ultimately they were after the Fatui also got their hands on Red and Shogun's Gnosis, right? So was it not the case that the Tsaritsa was collecting all the Gnosis to prepare for the battle against Celestia? So right now that's like the trifecta, right? The three factions is us versus the Fatui, which is the Tsaritsa's group, and the Abyss Order, which is my twin's group. We don't know to what extent that they may or may not be cooperating with as well. Like we know that in general the Fatui doesn't particularly like the Abyss Order, or was it the other way around? I don't actually remember. Oops, that's not the right list. Okay. Let's turn in stuff we can turn in for now though. Which aka means grabbing the Sealy, getting those rocks. Sealy's going quite far though. Oh, there we go. Our common chest. Let's get these rocks. We do eventually need to own all the rocks anyways. That's one rock. There's another. There's no secret way down from there, I think. Sure doesn't look it. Hello, Katarina. I don't really want to have to do it, but I want to talk to her one more again. Oh, come back another day, huh? There should be plenty of time. Look into some things. Okay, plenty of time has passed. Got an achievement. 5 more Primo Gems. There's another achievement still. Huh. Oh, she did. So she didn't quite literally need me to. Unless maybe if I reload the map. Oh, I can't wait for Kazuha to come out. I'm so excited. Hey, Katarina. I've determined that I'm through trying to contact her about her car's extended warranty. Let us instead wander about, placing the appropriate things where they need to be. And Primogens, thank you.
There is no escape. Hold the line.
Oh, he's getting ragdolled so bad. Okay, why exactly did I need to fight him? I don't know. But let's continue looking. We'll do a quick survey of this particular area. See if there's any potential seaweeds or chests that I've missed. On initial inspection, I do not see anything else that I've missed. So let's continue along. I don't know if this can reach here, but I sure hope so. So that's where we're gonna go. Oh, yeah. There's a rock, but where is it? Is it down? Or is it up? It looks hardly like it would be down. But yet I also don't see it up, so I'm lost. Perhaps the rock is beneath that pile of rocks down there. Oh, I do have the adjuvant available. Nice little treasure chest for my trouble. No, let's switch to a different team. This team can probably break that rock. Oi.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourself. Illusion shattered. Torn to oblivion.
This is a little less than ideal. Oh, you stinking. That was not a fun fight to fight. Yes, there's the rock. Let's get back up here. Quick repositioning.
Here we go.
Quick glance around. I don't see any other missed opportunities as far as my initial viewing is concerned. Oh, there's a challenge of some type up here.
What fun!
Not too much effort for the reward. Okay, another one placed down, but also another challenge. Nice. I was getting a little confused on where to go, but we ended up finding out the way. Nice little treasure chest.
There's quality here.
Yahoo!
You know, to actually fight this guy, because he seems like a special one.
Rest, revamp.
Disappear. Worthless. Here.
Worthless.
Hold the line.
Interesting. I think it's pretty cool that each one of them speaks uniquely to you. What's this all about? What is the purpose of that? I don't know. Are these rocks breakable? It doesn't seem like it, but you never know at Genshin. Yet again, a quick analysis of the area has me determined that that must be it of this particular area. Okay, let's see if this gets me here, because I don't actually remember if this leads that way or not. It sure seems like it does. I'm sure the music might be a touch too loud, huh? Let me nerf the music just a touch. Just a touch. It's in general loud enough, but it's just overpowering just a bit, is it not? I don't want it to be too intense.
Shine down. Rest, revamp. Think you can get away? Here we go.
Only one more to do, which this one should be easy enough to do in any case. And then we could collect our Primo Gems, which is always a nice addition as well. Always glad to pick up Primo Gems. We've accrued quite a fine number of Primo Gems for Kazuha. I'm expecting good things. Okay, so that's that. Let's return here. Yeah, and typically when I roll, my luck is not exactly desirable, but that's because I don't usually truly want a unit as badly as I want Kazuha. Beautiful, 30 primos and some EXP books. I doubt I have enough to turn in to the next level or anything, but let me see what we're cooking with here. Okay, so we actually need 5 more. But if we turn in 5 more, we could get 2 more summons, which is a pretty good deal. And 50k. Okay, so we need 5 more rocks. I don't know where to get them though. Let's see. Edit. What quest do we have to finish in the chasm as well? There's a quest this way. Let me just TP here and walk downwards. I don't know if this is quicker, but this seems like it's the appropriate way to go to this path. Well, this is more or less where Katarina was, I think. Yeah, I think this was where Katarina was. I gotta remember if I'm supposed to go back to her or not. Maybe she quite literally needs a whole day of time, like real life time. In which case I'll try her again tomorrow. Or speaking to her again, rather. Am I speaking to the tree? The mushroom. I'm curious, this two-legged hatchling makes no use of her feet. The she shroom. Zamaran knows many-legged ones who make no use of their feet. Yet Zamaran knows not any Paimon. Those the two-legged ones. How strangely familiar. The heat of golden sand and the dampness from deep within the rainforest. But a cozy and comfy home, yet foul energy is growing lately. Zamaran has been drained of strength fending off the evil and has ended up in this state. Zamaran must seek help from the two-legged. The shroom does look a little under the weather. We can lend the energy of the adjuvant to the Shishin, perhaps? Okay, I'm pretty sure I could power this bad boy up. Finding shroom now. Hail, traveler. Zamaran, life light is rekindled. But do not let your guard down yet. Zamaran knows that the foul energy is not yet eradicated. It could strike back at any time. We just gotta take care of that mud, huh? Well, first of all, there's a viewpoint here with she shroom. Okay, let's take care of the mud. Okay, next spot. I do need some. I needed to top me off a bit. Okay, looking for mud, looking for mud. There's one over there, there's one over here. I'm pretty sure we could just walk along the edges and we'll find all the muds that we might need. Do we need to fight this guy at all?
Useless. Lament. Here. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
It's so funny watching them get tossed around. I don't know why I like it so much.
There is no escape. Time for takeoff. Let's play.
One more spot, wherever that is, up there. Very cool music. Is she sure we cleared all of the we've eradicated all the fouling mud? Hail, traveler. That's right, baby. Glutton this Paimon is. A bite on the mushroom today, another bite tomorrow. 100 days later, there shall be no Paimon left in Paimon, but only mushrooms. Do I get my primos right now? I have to do even more work to get my primos? I thought this was gonna be a quick and easy way to get primos. Oh well. I kinda like this big mushroom, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. I just gotta give him a recharge, huh? Oh, silly me. This guy is done. Give me a moment. Better throw in another item to the old furnace. The item world. Okay, so there's one right here. Oh, investigate this. This gives me stuff. Thing wants to fight, but I don't. I just want to light up my glow-in-the-dark mushrooms. Of which there should only be a couple more.
Brace yourself.
Almost done with this part. Hey, Shamaram. We helped all the baby mushrooms, as you requested from us. I'll take those Primo Gems now. Let's see what he has to say. Hail travel? Yes! Blessings of wisdom, which is what exactly? Good strength. Pleasant conversation with the two with restaurant and gather strength from enough evil. Following it this way? No, there's just no way, because this water is flowing that way. Oh well, this leads me to water all the same. This leads me back to Zamaran. I don't really need to be with him right now. There's even more water, but this is a dead end, more or less. Gotta recharge stamina for a moment. So, I guess it goes without saying that we need to go... Did we kill everything? Why is there so many items right here? We probably should just go up here and around. Or do we start from where the water originates? I'm a bit perplexed. I'm following the water. Oh, so that's the source of this evil, huh?
Shine down. Allow me. Billowing surge. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. Yahoo!
Ooh, a precious chest, how lovely.
But a momentary distraction.
Another one of these Ronin. Oh no, this isn't a Ronin. I don't have enough energy to do that. Let's go back to Zamarin for now. Oh, I need one of these. I need this to refill all my energy. Okay, let's go speak with this big mushroom and get the rest of our primo gems. How exciting. I love getting a surprise precious chest. How lovely. Quite the interesting place this chasm is. Damaran, wake up. I need you to give me primo gems. Yes. We're rich. Hey, let's look at the next thing. This seems to be more or less. Ooh. 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 What is a show like that? Oh well, I don't know. I suppose I should do Orobashi's Legacy, but I don't know how to do that on my own. I'll just have to look it up. I'm sure you can forgive me. Orobashi's Legacy Part 3. What's mine? Which is certainly in Inazuma. Around right here. Okay. Wish my throat didn't hurt so bad. I really don't understand why it does. Yeah, I forgot that that's what these puzzles were like.
Demons do not stop for the rain. Move.
So where does it start, though?
Many mortals fear lightning.
Another world quest. Check it out. How much is it? Risk premium. I see. You better not lie to me. I'm down to slash you up. I don't care if you're a child. These hands are rated E for everyone. It's another Electroculus over here.
Hold the line. Think you can get away? Brace yourself.
Okay, where is this Electroculus?
Useless. Boring.
I can tell you one thing for true is I don't see it here. Am I susceptible to this lightning storm? Just a bit. Though hopefully not. But Electroculus was just chilling. Oh, so up here is the starting piece. And you just... I'm not smart enough to do this right now. Let me see. Implications that it needs to shoot that one. If he shoots that way... Wait, I know you're not about to make me turn it all the way around. Seems fine-ish. Oh, jeez, this rock is slippery. Okay, so I assume that this will catch there. And then I'm supposed to do what with this, though? I don't know, let's do an experimentative toss. Okay, well this clearly doesn't even reach. Perhaps I have the idea wrong. It needs to aim over there. Okay, a decent start, methinks. Now this one is not aimed quite where I need it to be, though. But upon another initial inspection, I don't know where it could go. My only presumption is that it goes down. Oh, unless it's meant to shoot at this one. Actually, that's probably the case. Give it another shot. Okay, so this shoots there as a cording. Now I need to adjust this. I'm assuming to that one over there. Another. Can't see the main one from here. Right, okay. That's as I was expecting it. Okay, so I'm under the assumption then that I could just aim this down and call it a day. Yes. I actually didn't need any help to do this one. I figured this one all out on my own. Easy. So what exactly do we need to do here, though? There's electro missiles here. I don't know if it's totally necessary, but shall we bring official?
Behold, the
real? Where's the chest? I don't remember where we came from. I lost track of things because I wanted that chest. So we are supposed to go this way. Up there, you say? That's not where I would have expected. Okay, that's doable.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Could gliding be faster?
Oz, reveal thyself!
I don't know where that was supposed to take me, but this should bring me back here. Let's repair the ward and then see. I hope that this is enough to repair the ward in any case. I'd hate to have to travel back. I'm missing the pearl. Where the hell's the pearl?
Many mortals fear light. Incomprehensible. Fear of something so common.
I guess I must have missed one part somewhere up here. Especially because these are still leading me in the same way.
Here we go!
Oh, that stinks. Now I have to climb again. Hopefully it's not too intense of a climb. Treasure chest. I don't think that this is the treasure that we needed, but
Why would anyone want?
I'll have to take it.
It's not my concern.
I might need to look at some help.
Here we go!
It leads me up here.
Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash!
Hey guys, I clearly don't have an idea of where I'm supposed to go. I looked up a guide. It said from the wards right, which is... Oh, okay, this is the other way then. I didn't see this way the first time. Breakable stuff. I love to break stuff. Good chest for me?
Get it. It's not my concern.
What did anybody want? Forget it. It's not my concern.
By royal decree. Rest and rebuild. Time for takeoff. Brace yourself.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Oh, you. Get me out of this goddamn bubble.
Hold the line. On reveal button.
Yes, my Fräulein. Okay. Is it? Have I collected what I need to collect? I think not, but I don't know how to get the other. Oh, it's up? Ah, I didn't realize that that was it. Yes, mein Fräulein. Okay, let's just run back over.
By royal decree.
This is so strong. He doesn't even have any artifacts. I mean, she does have artifacts, but she's not even really like set up to be that strong yet. Her weapon's only level 1. Okay, finally, part 3 is repaired. They give us some primo gems and some primo gems, right? Yes. I don't get like a chest or anything. That reminds me. This is Makukenki. On the other side of Makukenki, as I recall it, there's a guy who asks me to pray to his homie once every day. I haven't been praying. I need to go pray. I'm sorry, not once. 3 times a day I have to pray. I already worshipped 3 times. I'm being scammed now. Pick up this Obi Kabuto. Oni Kabuto, sorry. Okay, let's continue on. Kazuha, as far as I've come to understand, should be sometime after this. I don't know the exact time, but I'm hoping that it's like as soon as this time runs out, but I understand whenever they need to give or take like a couple hours. So by the 12th or 13th, somewhere in between there, depending on your time zone, we should expect to see Kazuha. I can tell you I'm really excited to get him. I'm fully prepared to get him. I clearly don't have Kazuha, or he'd be in my party, but I have all the means to get him. I've been saving for him. I've got tons of primos to try to get him. The Mora. I've got all the EXP books needed to get him. The gems ready for him. Where's Makukenki's stuff? I've got enough of the Makukenki items. I'm pretty sure you only need 46. I have the 114 to triple crown him. I have the 67, and I think this was like 9 books or however much. And needed to get him. I have all the materials ready to get him. I have this Iron Sting on Kaching. Kaching's holding all his stuff for now. I have this Iron Sting for him with these 5 artifacts, which are not the best artifacts in the world, but I think they're good enough because they give 172% energy, or they total out my Kazuha to 172% energy recharge, which I think is enough for him, considering I plan to try to get him with some constellations. Not that much constellation, but you know, as much as I could realistically afford. I'm so excited for Kazuha's rerun. I can't believe that they made me wait a whole year for his rerun. I can't even believe it. The audacity to make me wait a whole year, and then they have the gall to release him right before Sumeru. It's like, I'm broke. I want to... there was some part of me that still wanted to have some reservations about how I wanted to pull for Kazuha. So there's some part that I wanted to pull him. Obviously, no matter what, I'm getting him. But there's some part of me that wanted to try to roll for C2 Kazuha, which I think would be a fantastic upgrade to my account. And seeing as I love him so much, like, to me, it's worth it. I wouldn't recommend most people to roll for Constellations unless, like me, you have a particular love for a character or desire just to improve them. I'll do that quest right now after I get this treasure chest. Yeah, in general, I wouldn't recommend rolling on Constellations unless it really was like your favorite character, you love them or something. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I'm only doing it because, like I said, and due to my own logic, I love Kazuha. I've loved every single like trial event that's come out that lets you use him. I loved him on every single... Like, I see different content creators use him. like I said, I've tried it with my own hands on those trial events, and I know that I love the way that he plays. I love his voice actors on all the languages. I love his lore. I love the relationship that he has with Traveler. I love the relationship he has with Beto. There's just too much that I liked about him that I knew I have to have him. And oh, let me see. What's this? How do I do this Fort Mooney quest? Investigate the ruins interior. I assume I have to be over here to do that, but let's see. But yeah, I'm far too excited for Kazuha's re-release. It's a shame because I also don't have Yoimiya. You see, I don't have these two, and I'd really like them. I would like both of them, but if I'm going to chase C2 Kazuha, I almost certainly have to skip Yoimiya, which is a shame. I do really, really want her. And then, due to that, because, you know, Summer is around the corner. I can't afford to waste every single Primogem I have. It's my sworn duty to always ensure that I have every Archon. I cannot miss an Archon, even though Archons are ones that you technically can almost skip a bit more because they definitely get reran a bit more often. And so you could always just catch them on their next rerun, I suppose. And though that's true, I do still always want to get them as soon as they come out. At least, as of right now, every Archon has been extremely impactful to, like, the state of the game. Zhongli is currently one of the best, like, Spiral Abyss supports in general. If you just need a shield, he's got you. Is that a Magu Kenki in there? What the hell is he doing in there? Am I in the right? I mean, this is Fort Mooney. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, it's a ward.
Many mortals fear lightning. Incomprehensible.
Okay, well,
So common.
I suppose it's gonna connect to that word. Ugh, I am no good at these board puzzles. Okay, I mean, it surely has to connect over there. I can't see another option. Okay, and then I imagine this needs to shoot there, which I believe... Oh, roll. Okay, that's probably good enough. Oh, I'm so excited for Kazuha, though. I can't wait. He's absolutely one of my favorite units in the game, lore-wise. Just kit-wise, aesthetically, I love everything about him. I really, really do. Oh, dude, where am I supposed to shoot this one to? Oh, over there. Okay. Oh, how and what? How? Adjust the elevation to be straight down. I assume that that'll connect. Yeah, we don't have an exact time yet. Yeah, we can only have based off speculation. Usually, the time remaining on the banner is a pretty good indicator as to when the next character is coming out. More or less. So I'll use this as my metric for now. Yeah, I unfortunately do not have an official countdown. Although I surely wish I did. I also am in the same boat as you guys. I absolutely cannot wait any longer. Even these next 2 days are unbearable. It just, I can't. I almost get too excited. I can't even sleep at night thinking about Kazuha's return. Oh, I can't wait to add him to my account. And you see the amount of Primogems I have saved up. I've been saving for a while. I admit I rolled a little bit for... The last 2 times I realistically rolled was for Ito's initial release, not his current rerun. And then I rolled on... Where the hell she is? Oh, Yelan. Initially, I thought Yelan wasn't going to be as impressive as she ended up being, but damn, she's good. I gotta say, almost... I felt immediately like I was going to regret not pulling for Yelan. And after playing her, first of all, she's like kind of staple in my comp now because I run her with Xingqiu and Hu Tao, and together they do insane damage. Okay, I'm fairly certain that it's just as simple as rotating this. This puzzle probably is actually easier than most of the other puzzles. Surprisingly, I had some trouble with some of the early puzzles on the Oribashi's questline, to be honest. Yeah, it was really that easy. But now, at the cost of we have to fight stupid-ass Magukenki, I'm sure. I hate fighting Magukenki. Okay, speaking of Yelan, I will pull out this team just to show you. This is my typical Spiral Abyss team. Ah, the bastard.
Solidify.
Here comes the cash. Quietly now. Let me weave you a verse. Huh? Time to go.
Hey, I know that that's whatever.
Solidify.
Things are about to get dicey. Witness the power of your wife. Know my sword.
Oh, where did he go? You see the damage that this team does? It's ridiculous. No, unfortunately, Kazuha's not here yet. We're just patiently waiting, hoping one at some point within these next 2 days, once this timer is up on Ito's banner. So it's going to be at minimum the 12th, the July 12th. Ultimately, minimum. Alternatively, depending on your time zone, it could also be the 13th. If, you know, somewhere later and earlier than others. Oh shit, how do I find these ones now? Where's the stones? Okay. Where's the other stone? Yeah, so unfortunately Kazuha's not quite here yet. We are still waiting patiently. I've been readying my account to get Kazuha for months now. That's why I am more anxiously waiting for him than I think most people would be. Not that I think, you know, if maybe you've been waiting for him as long as I have. I couldn't help but feel immense regret when his first run, rather, his initial banner release was happening. I was taking a month-long break from Genshin Impact at the time, so I didn't even realize that he had come out, who he was, anything to this measure. I didn't know a damn thing about Kazuha. So it filled me with so much regret that he came out and, you know, I didn't get to roll for him. Which I had plenty of Primo Gems that I could have guaranteed him. Where the hell is this orb? Maybe over here? Yeah, so I was so upset that I didn't get him, but I convinced myself it's okay because I could just get him later, right? I could just always get him when his rerun comes out. And then a month later, his rerun's barely coming out. I was so saddened by that. How could they make me wait a whole year for Kazuha's rerun? And then right before Sumeru, the nerve of these guys. But it is what it is. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Oh. This wasn't the puzzle I was hoping for, I think. I'm trying to find where the damn pearl is. Where's the pearl? Where's the pearl? I just can't believe Kazuha's finally almost back. You know, I think I actually needed to use this to get up there. Huh? Ooh, the damn pearls up here too.
Have you heard the ballad of the treasure chest?
Where's this goddamn pearl? You know, I don't care at this point. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Bashi 5. Where the hell's the pearl at? I know that this shouldn't be that hard to find the goddamn pearl. We see both the pearl and rock are located within the Narukami pillar. Where? It says it's located over here. Where the hell's the pearl? I don't see it. Oh, it is over here. But where? If it said it's over here, it says the Narukami pillar can't be scaled completely in the prison room. The chest button and the future trails and now fly towards the pearl. Where the hell's the pearl? Oh. Oh, no, this is not the pearl, this is an Electroculus, but I'll gladly take this too. Where a pearl? It says once you're up here, you could start flying towards the pearl. Does anybody see this goddamn pearl? How can I not find this? Maybe I need to reload the map or something? I feel like I should have seen the pearl by now. Kazuha will be coming out in a couple days still. He's unfortunately not exactly out today, nor will he be out tomorrow. But, like mentioned, depending on your time zone, he will be out in about... what is that? 44 hours, more or less. Almost 2 days. 2 full days time from this time. So if you're Western time zone, he'll be out later at night on the 12th. If you have a different time zone than that, then he'll be out a little bit later than that, even still. Oh. Is that the pearl? Did they really put the pearl on here? Why did they put it here? Why did... How did I not see it even? What a shame. Okay, this is finally done, which means we could also finally do that other domain as well. Again, we're doing all the world quests that we can to try to collect as many Primo Gems for as many rolls on Kazuha as possible. It's our ultimate goal. We want to roll... We want... Oops, that's not the right button. We want Constellation 2 Kazuha. That's what we're trying to get on his rerun. So let's run over his constellations real quick in anticipation and excitement awaiting his return. So first of all, let's talk about why he's so good. For one, these talents, or this talent specifically, is what really makes him stand out as an anima support. Almost, I mean, he's a support, but he's damn near a DPS. So with this talent, he gives the rest of the team an energy damage bonus based on if he swirls an element correlating to that unit. For example, say I was to swirl Raiden Shogun's E. That's an electro attack. If he swirls with the electro attack, he will give every electro unit, or essentially he'll give the whole team an electro damage bonus. And he could do this for each element, so long as he swirls them. So if he swirls Pyro and Hydro, then he'll give the whole team a Hydro and Pyro bonus. Now the amount he gives is this right here, 0.04% based on, or per elemental mastery. So in general, well, for one, his ascension stat is elemental mastery, which is a really good thing. If I recall correctly, I think it's 115 elemental mastery he gains naturally. So ideally, you would like to get him with triple main stat elemental mastery on your Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. And you want to prioritize getting as much energy recharge as possible, because you want to ideally use his burst off cooldown. His burst does provide a huge amount of like his total damage. So now going over his talents, I almost want to say unfortunately, you do need to level up his normal attack talent, because the plunge from Chihaya Buru, the actual plunge part scales off of his normal attack. Now you don't actually need to level up his talents basically at all if you're going to build him for elemental mastery, because they scale off of attack and you're not going to be having that much attack on him. So if you wanted to, you could probably just take him to like 6 on each talent and he'll be fine. I'm going to triple crown him because I love him. So I'm already fully set to triple crown. Like those three crowns are already gone from my account. They're already saved for Kazuha. I've been saving them for forever. So Chihaya Buru lets him go up, and then you can plunge attack to go back down. The going up part scales off this talent. The going down part scales off this one. And then this one's obvious, this scales off of that, off of just itself. So again, ultimately, you don't probably need to level up the talents that much because of the fact that he's an elemental mastery support. So going off of his constellations, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that if you are going for his constellations, outside of for fun, that you should go anywhere past C2. I think, even to some extent, getting either of these constellations is totally unnecessary. I'm only going to try because I love Kazuha. That's just, that's just how that goes. So his C1 decreases Chihaya Buru's cooldown by 10%. That alone is already kind of okay. It doesn't have that big of a cooldown to begin with. I believe it's 6 seconds on tap and 9 seconds on hold. So decreasing that by 10 seconds will probably bring it down to like 5 seconds or whatever. Or from 6 seconds to 5, from 10 to 9. It's not that big of a decrease, but overall it might help. Ideally, most people are more concerned with the second part of the passive, which resets Chihaya Buru's cooldown completely if you use his Kazuha slash immediately afterwards. I mean, you can use it whenever you want, but I don't know why you wouldn't use it immediately afterwards. So you can go EQE, essentially, which C1 by itself basically negates a lot of the energy recharge that you'll end up needing. So even though it's kind of like you gain and lose something by utilizing this constellation, because you gain the quality of life of knowing you'll almost always have his ultimate up, his burst ready, but you lose the fact that you have to spend an additional, like, I almost want to say it's about 4 seconds of time to use Chihaya Buru again after bursting, which, that takes away time from your main DPS. Now, it doesn't really affect things too much, so I think it's totally fine. I think this constellation's a good one for people to have. Kazuha, I firmly believe that he doesn't require any constellations, and he still will be considered one of the best characters in the game. But one thing I want to admit, though, is that you should not get twisted, is at C0, even with heavy investment into Elemental Mastery, he does not help boost your team's damage more than a C6 Sucrose. Not until you can get his C2. Before his C2, Kazuha's like the love child of Venti and Sucrose, in that he has the crowd control, the suction ability of Venti on his E, and he has the ability to boost elemental damage, which is akin to what Sucrose can do, but he can boost elemental damage more than Sucrose can, assuming that you have a heavier elemental and mastery investment. That's why it's in my personal opinion, a priority since I'm getting him to at least C1. This opens up the opportunity for me to use Iron Sting as his weapon instead of Favonius Sword. Now, if you did need to use Favonius Sword, it's a totally viable option. And there's even a fair decent community of the Kazuha mains who suggest that Favonius Sword might even still be his best sword. But because I'm looking for big numbers, I'm going to stick with Iron Sting. I don't think I'm going to try for Freedom Sworn. I'm going to need to try to get him to C2, and then if I can get him to C2 early, then I'll save the rest for Sumeru characters, because I do need to save for the Sumeru Archon. But enough about the Archon for now. So going into C2, so this provides him with characters who are within Kazuha / his burst, the burst field. It's like a dome. I can't really show you here, but characters within the dome get essentially 200 more elemental mastery. Now this is really insane for certain reaction teams. Like, I can already imagine doing this with like the Taser Con. I can only imagine how much damage it'll do. It's insane. Now, even though, so if you did use this, if you did get him to C2 and you got him with high enough elemental mastery, like I can show you what my elemental mastery is more or less going to look like. Just get you. Oh shit. So my elemental mastery, so imagine, or remember the fact that he comes with an additional 115 elemental mastery. So this is the Kaching's holding all of my Kazuha stuff for now. I don't play her yet, so she's just a holder. So let's go over it again. Iron Sting, I think it's strong enough. It basically only using it because it comes with an elemental mastery substat, which is the highest substat that he could realistically get before Freedom Sworn. If there was a higher one, I'm sure people would just use that instead. But I am using it for the elemental mastery. These are my artifacts. I'll do a quick run through. So my main priorities was ER and then EM. So this does have a fair bit of it. Same here. There's some EM and ER. There's a bit of ER here. This is unfortunately the best offset I had for elemental mastery main stat. And then a fair bit of ER and a fair bit of ER. So ultimately my Kazuha will have 935 elemental mastery, which is pretty high. It's, you know, not 1,000 like I would be able to get with Freedom Sworn, but it's still pretty good. And he has 172% elemental recharge, or energy recharge, which is insane in my opinion. So this is already the energy recharge stat that you would want to hit, even if you didn't have C1. In theory, this should already be enough to get his burst off cooldown, especially if you have some other unit who's a Favonius support. Then you'll definitely have enough energy to cast his burst off cooldown. So with the fact that I think I rolled pretty nutty artifacts, at least, like, obviously they're not god tier artifacts, but I think they're pretty good. The Flower and Feather could be a tiny bit higher on EM, but the fact that they both have such high energy recharge as well is why I kept them. So yeah, that's my plans for Kazuha. I'm very excited to have him. And don't forget, because I'm going to try to aim him for C2, he's going to end up having, so do 115 because of his Ascension stat, so 935. So he's going to have 1135 elemental mastery when he casts his burst. And he's going to be providing 200 elemental mastery to everyone else on the team, which is insane. Because that's going to boost, like, perhaps Fischl's damage on her Frey Krugel. It's going to boost Mona's damage on a Vape team. Hu Tao's damage on a Vape team. Xingqiu's damage is going to boost your whole team's damage on your reactions, which is insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's finish up this Orobashi quest for now. Yeah. I think the main relevance of this Orobashi quest was that it stopped the whole world from raining. Let me see. What did he give me? He gave me a diagram, right? What is this? I don't know what that is, but in any case, there was this domain here that now I should finally be able to access, because it was always raining right there, and you need to light up 3 torches to open it, which I just plainly couldn't do. Okay, let's navigate there for now so I know more or less where it is, because I kind of forget. Yeah, I'm so goddamn excited for Kazuha's re-release. I've been waiting for a whole year, as I'm sure most people have, or a lot of Kazuha wanters. Every Kazuha wanter has been waiting a year, to put it like that. Just 2 more days, champions. 2 more days and Kazuha will finally be ours. Our long wait will finally have come to an end. In 2 more short days. I say short days, but they're also the longest days I've ever been a part of. Every single day I'm looking at potential Kazuha videos. I'm looking to see what my team is gonna look like with him. I run simulations with him. What could I say? I need Kazuha right now. I wish I could just close my eyes, go to sleep, and wake up on his rerun. I can't hold how excited I am for him any longer. Oh no, did anybody see where this goddamn Sealy went? Where'd the Sealy go? I was following that fucking Sealy. Where'd it go? Oh well, wherever the Sealy went, it's not my concern anymore. Okay, this should open up this last domain. Alright, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for looking forward to Kazuha with me. I'm so excited. I hope you guys will stick around or show up again on Kazuha's stream on his release day. I will be streaming at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And sure enough, I'm going to dump everything I have into Kazuha. Every single bit. I absolutely must have him. I love Kazuha so goddamn much. Okay, let's see. It wanted... I forgot already. What did it say? Oh, it says down there. I'll probably use Bennett. Hey, you know what? I hope you get Kazuha on your first wish too. All Kazuha wanters should be Kazuha havers. I have, fingers crossed for everybody. Everybody who wants Kazuha deserves to have him. Best of luck to everybody here. Okay, we need Electro. We need... Wait, I keep forgetting. Pyro, so everything but Hydro. Okay. Easy. We need Pyro. Where the hell's Ben? Electro and Cryo, right? Yeah, and Cryo. We'll put... I don't know, Diana. Who cares?
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. The earlier that I'm able to get Kazuha in my wishes is going to be telling. I've been so ready to roll for him, man. Oh, this is not starting off beautifully. I didn't even use my right and E. I'm too anxious thinking about Kazuha. As I think anybody should be, he's, widely considered the best unit in the game. Now, of course, I'm not particularly interested in him because of what he can and cannot do, because I already have the capability of 36 starring the Spiral Abyss anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, finally we were able to get this domain. We've had this domain locked for near a year now. We obviously haven't done too much exploring, unfortunately. I've just... For a long time I put off a lot of my Genshin Impact content. For now it's actually paying off in my favor because we have content to do on stream, but That wasn't by intention. Okay, so let's run the numbers for now. So I have almost that much primos, which is 180, and I have 16, so that's 196, plus 5 here, that's 201, plus 10 here, that's 211, plus I have 19 pity, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 19 pity. So that's... What did I say I just had? 211, so that's 230 rolls total, essentially. So with what I have, I already have a guaranteed Kazuha. Of course, if I'm lucky and don't lose many 50-50s, or hopefully no 50-50s at all do I lose. If that's the case, then I could get Kazuha to C2 pretty easily. I think no matter what, I might end up having to spend a bit of money. I am prepared to do that. I do not suggest that you guys do it. I'm just doing it because I love Kazuha. As you can see, this has been my signature for a minute now. Just praying for Kazuha. All fingers are crossed. Everything's crossed. I do the fortune slip every day to try to prep my good luck for Kazuha. It's just, you know, I can't wait for him. So we have 230 total wishes, and I am prepared, if I need to finally buy these top-up bonuses. I'm hoping to not have to, but I will do it. I usually wouldn't spend on a character. In fact, the only character I've ever actually spent money on was way at the start of the game. I had spent all my Primo Gems trying to get Venti. That I didn't have enough Primo Gems to get Klee, and then I wanted to get Klee because I didn't have any Pyro DPS at the time. And at the time before Hu Tao came out, she was considered the best Pyro DPS. People said she was even better than Deluge. So I wanted her, and I got her. I never unfortunately took her up that high because I learned pretty early on that I didn't like the way she plays, because I don't like doing she does like this jump cancel with her autos, and I don't like doing that. It's kind of boring to me and annoying to me a little bit. Plus, during her initial release, you know, Zhongli wasn't out yet, that had his massive shields to prevent her from getting knocked out of her combo. But it is what it is. So I haven't spent money on a character like that in that way since Klee. Alternatively, though, I am a little bit of a spender because I do buy the battle pass every time, and I also do keep topped up on my Welkin moons. So I am purely... The Primo Gems I have is purely from saving as a Welkin Moon and Battle Pass buyer. And again, I do have a fair amount. This is at least 200 wishes. At least. Because, you know, never you mind the fact that I spent 20 rolls on this banner, okay? I spent 20 rolls almost... trying to get... I just wanted Kuki Shinobu. Unfortunately, on my first 10 roll, I got Chongyun and Guro. So, you know, it is what it is. I couldn't get her. I wanted to get at least one copy. It didn't happen. There's always a chance I could get her on Kazuha's banner, so, you know, it is what it is. And clearly, I haven't bought in the other 5 wishes from the Paimon shop because I just don't have the Star Glitter quite yet. I'll get the Star Glitter when Kazuha's banner actually goes live in 2 days. Don't forget, 2 days time, mark your calendars. And then, finally... I'm expecting with how many wishes that I'm going to be doing that I'll have a fair bit more Star Glitter, which I'm not sure if I would want to spend it here on more wishes for Kazuha. If I have to, then I will. Because, of course, I'd rather have spent Star Glitter for wishes than more money. But if, you know, whatever we have to do to get C2 Kazuha, I'm getting C2 Kazuha. Like, there's no way I'm not getting C2 Kazuha. I'm absolutely getting it. This is a for sure. Let me run back to... I have reputation reward. Let's go there. Like it's happening, and I do hope everyone else has fantastic luck on their rolls as well. There's only so much anticipation I can take at this point. Oh, I didn't think this was going to change this one. This is usually my commission team, so I want to change this back so I don't forget.
Conquering demons is what I do.
Yeah, I hope everybody that's a Kazuha wanter gets what they want. Of course, I do hope I get what I want too. But then, I mean, I'm gonna get them, but I hope I get them earlier than later. I don't want to spend too much. I really don't. I'd really prefer not to. Okay, I haven't really been doing the bounties and requests because we've been done with the battle pass for like a week and a half now. Almost 2 weeks, I think. And actually, I do think the next battle pass that comes out, I'm thinking that I'd like to buy the Serpent Spine, because I think the Serpent Spine is probably, I actually don't know. Not that I, oh yeah. I do want to buy Serpent Spine and finally give my Eula back a Serpent Spine, because where's my Eula? As you can see, my Eula has no weapon. I built her, and I had her with a decent set at some point until I took all her artifacts away, because I had gave her sword to Ito, and I know that that doesn't really help at all. He doesn't even really have that good of a sword. I had her on the Blackcliff weapon, which, you know, it was a crit damage weapon. Eula's a cryo character. She doesn't need that much crit rate compared to another character, so you know, I thought it was what it was. So I stole her weapon. I haven't used her since Ito came out, essentially, because that's when I took her weapon from her. But I do need to get a weapon for Beto. Now I'm thinking of using Favonius Greatsword with Emblem of Severed Fate. I want this to be like one of the first teams that I try using Taser on once Kazuha comes out, or gets his rerun. For now, I obviously won't be able to use Beto because she's only level 20. But I want to try it with Kazuha, Fischl, Yelan, or Xingqiu. It doesn't matter. They're both the same unit, essentially. I suppose it's probably better with Xingqiu, because I think he does have better Hydro application than Yelan does. So, Kazuha, Fischl, and then it would be Beto Xingqiu. But I think in this particular case, it'll be Yelan and Raiden Shogun, maybe? Or it could be Yelan and Xingqiu even still. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We will surely figure it out. But that'll come, like I said, in a couple days once his banner finally comes out. All we can do now is wait. All we can do is wait patiently. We've waited a year, fellas. We can hold strong. 2 more days. 2 more days we can do this. Stay strong. Alright? For now, I want to thank you guys so much for coming out. It's been a pleasure to stream to you guys, talked about Kazuha. I know we all want Kazuha so badly, and I do hope everyone gets him, like I said. I plan to have a little ritual with him. For now, it's not that much of a ritual. It's actually just what I do with anytime I roll for a character, especially nowadays, but I want to come to, I think it's over here, or no, I think it's over here at Akamane Island. Or wherever the hell the island was where the games are. I think it's over here, but I forget now. Yeah, that island over there. I really like that island, so sometimes I'll go pull over there after getting the fortune from the Narukami Shrine. So this is how I'll start it off. I'll start off with the Grand Narukami Shrine, get my fortune. I get the fortune every time. So try your luck on the fortune. Let's see what we would get. Would we have been lucky today? And then she's gonna read it. Let's see. Great fortune. Yes. So we would have had great fortune. Let's keep accumulating great fortune until Kazuha comes out. Okay, so I get the fortune, and then I would either pull here at Amakane Island because it's beautiful, or I would pull on the Adepte home that floats in the sky at Chingam Pink, because this is another favorite spot. Let me see. Everybody remembers this spot, right? I love this spot. I probably could pull here. I always love pulling here because you could see all of Liyue from up here. Up, please. Oh, jeez. Hello? Is there some reason I'm not going up? Okay. This is another favorite, like I said, pulling spot for me. And this is where I plan to pull Kazuha, if not at Amakani Island. Because, I mean, come on. This place is gorgeous. You get to see everything from here. I suppose you could also pull from the Jade Palace, but I like this area just a little bit better. And I love the... Oi! I love the soundtrack here. Oh, there's a challenge on there. Let's go do the challenge real quick. Oh, I'm just so excited for Kazuha. 2 more days. 2 more days. We're almost there.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't even have her ult ready. And so you see how much damage Yelan does? The amount of damage... Oh, just fucking shields her up though. The amount of damage she does is absolutely ludicrous. Like, he hits for 4Ks. It's light work. She's been carrying my Spiral Abyss runs. Oh, this gives a precious chest. Let's fucking go.
Easy money.
Easy money, you're goddamn right. Now we should have almost... Yeah, okay, so we have the 10 million Mora that we need. So just a quick overview of what I'm talking about in case you are unfamiliar. But I used this website called Genshin Center. I'll display it here in a second. So on Genshin Center, it allows you to plan for like Ascension materials and whatever stuff. It tells you what stuff's happening today. That way you can kind of like figure out what stuff you need to farm on a daily basis and what have you. So, however, it also shows you a total in case you have multiple characters listed up. That way you can see if you need to pre-farm a certain amount of stuff. So as you can see, if I want to level up Kazuha from 1 to 90, all talents from 1 to 10, which is the case, that is what's going to happen. And the string list from 1 to 90, because my official is using a level 1 string list right now. And Fischl from 80 to 90, and taking her skills from 3 to 9 and 2 to 6 will cost me about that much more. So in total, it'll cost me 9.8 million Mora, which now I do have a sufficient amount of Mora. About 605 of this, which I have like 4,000 of this, so I'm fine. And about 600 books. Now, the problem with that, of course, is that I don't have enough books quite yet. So I can't really work on Fischl. And to top it off, I still actually need to farm Fischl's boss monster stuff, so I'm definitely not there yet. But, you know, it is what it is. That's something that I was working forward to. And like I suggested before, now that I'm planning to level up Fischl as well, I think I might as well level up Beto and get that taser comp going. That's another fun one to try. Oh, another chest. Just missed all these chests for free. Dude, look at that. Beto could not Beto. Yelan could realistically almost solo this Ruin Hunter with one burst. It's kind of crazy. The DPS on Yelan's ultimate's insane. But my Yelan's not anything special. Favonius Warbow, R1, with artifacts that are kind of all over the place. It's Emblem of Severed Fate, of course. I was only realistically aiming for 20% crit value on all my artifacts, so I didn't even hit it here. Oh man, actually I don't think I was aiming for crit at all on this character, huh? But even still, my ratio's okay-ish. Yeah, could be better. I guess I was mostly aiming for energy recharge, but even still, she rips damage. Imagine if you... That's why I said my Yelan's nothing special. If I had good... For one, it took me like 3 weeks of farming the Emblem of Severed Fate domain to even get an energy recharge main stat. And I know 24% attack is absolutely useless on Yelan because she only scales off of HP. I could take Xingqiu's, but whatever. This is fine. This has some crit damage, luckily, the only saving grace on all of my artifacts. This has almost nothing. I think there's some chance that I could have a better one now. Let me see. Crit rate. That's a good one, but it's on my Xingqiu. He deserves it for now. I could take Mona's. But I really like my Mona stats. I'll figure this out later. Honestly, my Mona stats are pretty cracked as well. Again, nothing special, because I have a low standard for what I consider pretty cracked, to be honest. Widsith, R1. Emblem of Severed Fate, full set. HP, attack, hydro, crit rate. And the ratio is pretty nice. It's almost 60 to 157 with solid energy recharge, which is relevant because where does she say about energy recharge? Oh, I gain hydro damage based off of my energy recharge rate. So all of that lines up beautifully. She does so much damage on her burst, it's insane. Absolutely insane. And you know, never mind the Widsith entry bonus. Whatever the hell it ends up rolling into. Yep. She is nasty. She does so much damage. So a lot of my units, up until I like realistically started trying to catch up my account about a month ago, or maybe a little bit more than a month ago, but I know for sure at least a month ago, I was content with keeping a lot of my characters at level 70. To put into perspective what I did in a month, I caught Zhongli up from 70 to 90. I caught up Sucrose from lower level than this to 70. I gave her a decent weapon and decent artifacts, so she has solid elemental mastery. I still need to work on her, of course. I need to take her to 90, but for now I'll avoid that. I brought my Traveler up from level 20 to 90 because I never leveled the Traveler. Let's see, what else have I done? I worked on Mona, brought her from 70 to 90, got her, and I farmed her. I leveled up the Widsith, and I farmed her this whole set. I took Xingqiu up from 70 to 90, and I replaced his whole set because he was using Hydro damage bonus, Heart of Depth, and Noblesse Oblige, which is still pretty good, but this set was even better. And then I fixed my Diona's artifacts so that she's properly stacking HP. I still need to level her more, but for now that's like low priority because she still does the job fine enough. She doesn't really need to do damage, so because she's just C6, you know, you just toss her shield and toss her ult and call it a day. And then I think that's more or less it that I've been working on. Like I mentioned before, I'm working on Fischl next, and then probably Beidou. I never really used Beidou before because I thought I needed her at C6, which, I mean, I would sure love her at C6, but it's one of those things where every time I want to roll in a banner, she's not on it, so I just don't get Beidou's, you know. Okay, so, yeah, unfortunately, like I said, 2 more days, we have to be patient, and then Kazuha will finally be ours. I pray nobody misses a 50-50. I hope everyone gets him on 110 roll, 1 roll even. I hope the luck of Kazuha will come home to all of you guys. You have my energy. I pray for good fortune for everybody here. But this is, unfortunately, the end of the stream for today. I want to thank you so much for coming out. If you're new here, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you like what you saw today and you'd like to see content similar to this, for example, the Kazuha rolling stream coming in a couple days, go ahead and ring the notification bell to be notified when I go live. And then if you want to be caught up on any status updates or any of my random whimsical thoughts, you can follow me on my Twitter, linked in the description down below. Okay, this has been Maris Rey, Water Dragon Extraordinaire, and I'll catch you guys pretty soon, alright? Peace late.